My name is Brother Arthro, but I am told that I no longer need to use that name if I wish. I am to understand that my childhood has been anything but ordinary. However, in this strange world of colored lights and deafening noise, I no longer know what is normal. I have been advised by a man referring to himself as my attorney that I should write out my experience using my own words, even if they seem unbelievable. So here is my story. Make of it what you will. I was born into the Children of the Sacred Gate. We are a self-contained commune, existing for 3 generations in our village, living a life of peace and prosperity. I am told that when I was born, my body was lifted toward the stars by the Beloved himself. Children are considered the greatest gift in our commune. Our community is one of love, but also discipline and structure. One must follow the commands of the sacred tomes. The most important rule is that no one is above Father Gavin. He is the great leader of our people. The title was handed down to him from his father and his father before him. He is a man of great love and wisdom. To even be in his presence causes overwhelming serenity. His ancestors led us from the land of darkness and into the light of the commune. We follow without question, for though he is a kind man, he can be cold and vengeful at the slightest disobedience. I witnessed this firsthand on 2 separate occasions, but I'm getting ahead of myself. To understand what happened to me and why I left, you must understand my community. Our commune runs on a simple but strict hierarchy. The lowest rung are those that tend to the village, farmers, builders, spinsters, and the like. They are seen as the backbone of our people, but they hold the least power. The next rung consists of the clergy and those who work directly for the church. Above them are the guardians, who are Gavin's personal servants. They watch over the community and the surrounding forest, protecting us from the darkness that dwells beyond our borders. Then there are the Beloved's wives, known as the brides. Father Gavin must always have 5 brides, who walk with him at all times. Whenever a bride passes on, which seems to happen every few years, he immediately takes another. She must be a pure, unwedded woman of no less than 20 years of age. They wear simple but regal white dresses with thick white veils over their faces, for only the Beloved is permitted to look upon them. To be chosen as a bride is considered the greatest honor, for the brides are second only to Gavin himself. There is one other position, one of great importance and honor. Once a generation, one member of the commune is chosen to be the vagabond. They are the only person ever permitted to venture beyond our borders. They receive a mission known only between themselves and our leader. They return only after achieving great age, and then a new vagabond is chosen. Only the most loyal and trustworthy of members are considered. It was truly a great honor and joy when my very own father was chosen 5 years ago. Though I missed him terribly, I knew his pilgrimage was of the utmost importance. Life without my father was difficult. I had no blood brothers, and therefore no male figure in my home to look up to. The gate, in its mercy, provided a strong role model and friend in the form of Brother Darian. He was a few years older than me, but always treated me as an equal. He was strong, kind, and fearless. Out of sight of the guardians, he would do impersonations of the Beloved that had all the boys bursting with stifled laughter. He was the truest friend I ever had. My years in the commune were joyous. Education was crucial to our people. The path to darkness is paved with ignorance, Byron 45:17. We read scripture from the first Beloved and debated their true meaning. After study, we worked for the community in whatever way the clergy saw fit. Every full moon, we held a community night service around the fire, singing and dancing until sunrise. When I turned 12, I joined the second layer, made of older boys training to become strong patriarchs. It was at the bonfire of my first night that the Beloved himself told me the origin of our people. Before man, before life, before time itself, there was the gate. It stood on the edge of the universe in solitude. Over eons unmeasurable, the gate opened, and from its sacred mouth, our universe emerged. The gate then gave birth to life itself, and man walked the surface of the earth. For a time, there was nothing but peace. However, even the gate could not keep out the darkness from before creation. That darkness consumed mankind, turning it into feral creatures of war, greed, and sin. That was how it continued for countless generations until the first came. He was not bred of man, but born from the gate itself, the last true birthing known to our people. He was not corrupted by the ancient darkness. He was pure. With great risk, he gathered a flock of rescued children and brought them here. Through his wisdom, we have learned the truth. What was once a mere flock is now a thriving community. Though the rest of humanity lives in darkness, we serve the sacred gate, awaiting such a time that it will open again and bless us all. I was enthralled. My faith in Father Gavin was unwavering. That was until the first instance where I saw his wrath. A few months ago, all the second layer boys were gathered. We surrounded Brother Darian, who knelt at the foot of the beloved. One among you has committed the ultimate taboo. He left the boundaries of our commune and returned with a tome of darkness. Gavin threw a small book to the ground, something with colorful drawings of a smiling boy. The beloved doused it with oil and set it ablaze. As the book burned, Gavin took Darian's hands. A sin can start off small. He poured burning oil over Darian's hand. But sin spreads and burns the soul itself. Darian did not scream. Even in agony, he barely flinched. Gavin knelt beside him. "Do you wish to be absolved?" Darian, once fearless, turned white as snow. He trembled but whispered, "Yes." Gavin led him to a metal hatch. Darian was petrified. "Do not fear, my child. If you truly wish to be absolved, there is only one path." Darian, with one last tear, descended the ladder. The hatch closed. Then came the screams. For 2 days, he screamed in absolute terror. On the third day, he fell silent. When he emerged 3 days later, his hair was white, his skin pale. He never laughed again. He was gone. I should have left then, but I stayed. Until tonight, when my father returned from his pilgrimage. No vagabond had ever returned in less than 30 years. I snuck to Gavin's house, where I heard my father's voice. "Screw your gates!" Gavin, calm as ever, replied, "You have been corrupted by the darkness. Do you wish to be absolved?" My father spat. "I am taking my family and leaving." Then the brides removed their veils. They were not human. Their ridged faces and amber eyes locked onto my father. Their razor-sharp fangs gleamed as they hovered toward him, inhaling a strange white vapor from his mouth. He withered. His skin cracked. His body crumbled to dust. They turned their eyes to me. I ran. I ran as fast as I could until I emerged from the forest, where I saw a world of bright lights and metal beasts. A kind man in a yellow vehicle asked if I needed help. He took me to the police station. They asked me where the commune is, but I do not remember. The gate does not want to be found.